Video nasty is a term that horror fans know all too well. During the early 80s, the UK coined the term while trying to censor and fight violence on film. Some films were straight up banned in the UK or heavily censored. This, of course, led to horror fans just wanting to see these movies even more. Now, I've covered many video nasties on this channel before, and tonight I get to do it all over again. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. Video nasties are all over the place. Just because it's a video nasty doesn't mean the film is any good. It could be a terribly made film that is super boring, but it could have that one violent scene that puts it on the video nasty list. Is Alien Contamination gonna be a stinker of a film? Or will it follow in the footsteps of many great video nasties like The Evil Dead or Lucio Fulci's The Beyond? Alien Contamination is also known as just Contamination in the UK and was originally released in 1980 over there. But the US version, which was heavily shortened from 95 minutes to 84 minutes, was released in 1981. The shortened edited version is the version that I'm going to be looking at tonight, as it's a bit more authentic to my theme this year. That is the version, after all, that was released in 1981. When turning on the film, the first thing you will notice is that this is an Italian production. We have awful dubbing, Goblin made the music, and Lewis Coates made the film. Yeah, that sounds like a pseudonym, and it is. Luigi Cosi directed the film, and I'm sure his name was changed overseas to appeal to a larger audience. Speaking of Luigi Cosi, he's made a few cult films over the years, but my favorite little factoid about him is that he bought the Italian rights to release America's Godzilla, King of the Monsters, from 1956. The American Godzilla was a localized version of the Japanese film, and it added some American parts to it. Well, Luigi localized the localization for Italian audiences. This included adding 25 minutes of World War II footage and colorizing the film. Godzilla 1977 may be one of the weirdest films I've ever seen. Anyways, let's talk about the plot of Alien Contamination. A helicopter spots a runaway boat traveling way too fast to New York City. The ship is stopped, and at first glance, no one can be found on the boat. Police and medical doctors are called on the scene to investigate the ship. You notice that they are cautious in wearing masks, but shouldn't they also have eye protection on? They look around but can't find anyone alive. They just find bloody bodies and green slime. You'll notice that the video quality of this film looks pretty awful, and that's because I'm reviewing a pretty early and rough transfer of the film found on this 11-movie DVD collection. Yikes. Well, there is a definitive version that's found on Blu-ray from Arrow, and that's the best way to watch this movie, but I'm just too cheap and too lazy to upgrade. But I'm sort of glad that I don't have a good transfer of this film, as the effects look great. Sometimes high transfers can ruin a cheap film. You can see where the liquid latex is applied or how something is done. Every once in a while, I like a grainy look. It leaves more to the imagination. Anyways, the green slime leads to the cargo, where they see boxes of coffee. But there's no coffee in these boxes. Instead, we have green eggs or seeds. One of them bursts open, causing the green slime to shoot everywhere. People infected with the green slime burst open. Think eye protection would have helped? It's all really well done, and it builds a very good start to the film. The US military is called in, and Colonel Stella Holmes takes over the investigation. They are able to secure a sample egg after freezing it. After much research, it's determined that the eggs aren't from this planet. It's up to her, an astronaut, and a police detective to figure out where the eggs came from and why they were shipped to New York. The beginning does a great job of being engaging and leaving audiences invested in the mystery, but the middle is filled with over-explanation, causing it to drag a bit. The ending is well done with some pretty awesome alien scenes. Alien Contamination is an uneven film that doesn't skimp on the gore. If you like blood, there's lots of it to be found, but mostly at the beginning and end of the film. I'm surprised, for only 84 minutes, how much the middle drags. Explanations are over-explained and they don't make much sense. Acting is fine, but dubbing of course is off. Music is good at points, but this isn't Goblin's best work. Especially in action-heavy scenes, the music is just too chill to make the scene impactful. It's a bit forgettable, but it does enough to be average at best. It's not the worst Italian film out there. It's a bit too good to be a bad film, but it's also not good enough to be an entertaining film. Average. Yeah, that's the best word that I can use to describe this movie. It's the perfect film to put on in the background while you're doing other work. You can focus on your work, and from time to time you can look up at the screen and see some awesome gore and some pretty nifty alien effects, but that's about it. And that's all I have for tonight. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care, everyone.